Look at your life. Not the curated version you present to the world, not the comfortable lie you tell yourself when the lights go down. Look at the raw, unedited truth of it. Is it the roaring fire you envisioned, or merely a flickering ember, threatened by every gust of wind? Is it the masterpiece you were born to create, or a rough sketch forgotten in the dust? You feel it, don't you? That gnawing sensation, that restless pulse beneath your skin, the undeniable truth that you were meant for more. Not just a little more, but an exponential leap beyond your wildest imaginings. Forget comfort. Forget complacency. Those are the chains that bind you to mediocrity. This isn't about gentle encouragement. This is an awakening. A brutal, beautiful, uncompromising call to arms for the life you were always destined to live. The world whispers lies, that you're not enough, that the system is rigged, that your dreams are childish fantasies. They want you to stay small, predictable, controllable. They want you to be another cog in their machine, churning out the same tired results, living the same uninspired existence. But you are not a cog. You are a creator. You are a force. And the first battle you must win is fought not in the marketplace, not in the boardroom, but within the silent chambers of your own mind. This is where the true revolution begins. This is where you reclaim your power, one thought, one conviction, one unyielding belief at a time. Your mindset is not some abstract concept. It is the operating system of your entire existence. Every decision you make, every action you take, every outcome you experience flows directly from the programming within your skull. Do you truly understand the sheer power you wield, the unadulterated creative force that resides between your ears? It's not just about positive thinking. That's a superficial Band-Aid. This is about absolute, unwavering conviction in your capacity to shape reality. It's about recognizing that every limit you perceive, every ceiling you hit, was first constructed in your own thoughts. Consider this. You have been conditioned since birth to accept boundaries, to conform, to fear failure. School taught you to stay within the lines. Society taught you to fit into predefined roles. The media bombards you with images of impossibility, of dreams just out of reach, reserved only for the chosen few. This relentless bombardment has programmed you to believe in scarcity, in limitation, in a universe that is fundamentally against you. But I tell you now, with every fiber of my being, that this is a lie. A carefully constructed illusion designed to keep you tethered to the ground when your true nature is to soar. To transcend this, you must become the master of your internal dialogue. Silence the inner critic that whispers doubts. Muzzle the voice that tells you it's too hard, too risky, too late. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. And as the observer, you possess the ultimate power to choose which thoughts you feed and which you starve. Starve the doubt. Starve the fear. Feed the ambition. Feed the courage. Feed the relentless belief in your own unbounded potential. This is not some esoteric spiritual practice. This is pragmatic warfare. You are at war with your own limitations, and your mind is the battlefield. Win this battle, and the external world will bend to your will. Now, let's talk about belief. Not a flimsy, wishful hope, but a concrete, unshakable conviction that vibrates in every cell of your body. What do you truly believe about yourself? About your capacity for wealth, for impact, for love, for an extraordinary life? Most people say they believe, but their actions betray them. They say they want success, yet they shrink from the challenge. They claim ambition, yet they settle for comfort. This is not belief. This is self-deception. True belief is a force multiplier. It transforms the impossible into the inevitable. It provides the fuel for action when all external circumstances scream for you to retreat. Think of the pioneers, the revolutionaries, the titans who reshaped the world. Did they have it easy? Did they simply stumble into greatness? No. They faced ridicule, resistance, and overwhelming odds. But what set them apart was an unyielding, almost delusional belief in their vision, in their mission, in their own capability to manifest what others deemed impossible. They saw beyond the immediate obstacles, beyond the temporary setbacks, because their belief acted as an internal compass, guiding them relentlessly towards their destiny. Your belief system is the architect of your reality. If you believe you are unworthy, you will find 1,000 ways to sabotage your success. If you believe wealth is evil, you will push it away. If you believe you are destined for struggle, struggle will be your constant companion. But if you believe, with every fiber of your being, that you are destined for greatness, that you possess the genius and the grit to achieve anything you set your mind to, then the universe itself will conspire to make it so. This is not magic. This is the fundamental law of cause and effect. Your deepest convictions create the energetic blueprint for your future. To forge this kind of unshakable belief, you must first challenge every limiting narrative you've ever absorbed, question every cant you've ever uttered. Deconstruct every fear that holds you captive. This requires courage. It requires a willingness to stand alone against the tide of conventional wisdom. It requires you to look inward and confront the uncomfortable truths about your own self-sabotage. But on the other side of that confrontation lies liberation. On the other side lies the raw, untamed power of a mind unleashed. But belief, no matter how potent, is like a powerful engine without a steering wheel if it lacks clarity. You cannot hit a target you cannot see. You cannot build a bridge if you don't know where you're going or where you're starting from. Most people drift through life, reacting to circumstances, vaguely wishing for a better future, but never precisely defining what that future looks like. They are ships without a compass, tossed by every wave, forever at the mercy of the prevailing currents. This aimless existence is the antithesis of a life lived with purpose. What do you truly want? I mean with crystal clear, vivid precision. Do not tell me you want more money. How much more? By when? What will it allow you to do? What does success truly look like for you in every granular detail? What does freedom feel like? What specific impact do you want to make on the world? If you cannot articulate your desires with the sharpness of a diamond, then you are simply hoping for a miracle, and hope is not a strategy. Hope is a prayer. Action is a plan. Clarity is the foundation upon which all meaningful action is built. It's the blueprint for your empire, the detailed map for your journey. Without it, your efforts are fragmented, your energy dissipated, your potential wasted. This clarity must extend beyond mere financial targets. It must encompass every domain of your life, your health, your relationships, your personal growth, your contribution to the world. You must see the finished product in your mind's eye as clearly as if it already exists. This level of clarity demands ruthless introspection. It demands time, not spent scrolling mindlessly, but in deep, focused contemplation. Take a pen to paper, not just a mental exercise. Physically write down, in vivid detail, the life you intend to create. Describe the feelings, the sounds, the sights, the experiences. Imprint this vision onto the very fabric of your being. This is not fantasy. This is pre-creation. This is laying the energetic groundwork for your future reality. Because the moment you become absolutely clear on what you want, your subconscious mind, that infinitely powerful supercomputer, begins to work tirelessly to manifest. It will identify opportunities you never saw, connect you with people you never knew, and guide you towards actions you never considered. Clarity is a magnet. It pulls your destiny towards you. But the magnet only works if its target is precisely defined. From clarity, we ascend to vision. If clarity is the blueprint and vision is the grand architectural design, the sweeping, audacious dream that ignites your soul and inspires others to join you. A life without vision is a life lived in monochrome, a mundane existence devoid of color and purpose. Your vision is not merely about what you want to achieve for yourself. It's about the larger impact you seek to create, the legacy you intend to leave. It's the grand narrative of your life unfolding with a power that transcends the ordinary. Think of the great leaders throughout history. What set them apart? It wasn't just their intelligence or their resources. It was their unwavering, almost prophetic vision. They saw a world that didn't yet exist, and they pursued it with an unyielding conviction that moved mountains. They articulated a future so compelling, so vivid, that it pulled people forward even through unimaginable hardship. That same capacity for grand vision lies dormant within you, waiting to be unleashed. Your vision must be bold. It must be so compelling that it scares you a little, yet excites you beyond measure. It must be bigger than any single setback, any temporary failure. It must be so powerful that it compels you to rise above your current circumstances, to push beyond your perceived limits, to become the person who is capable of bringing that vision to life. This is not about incremental improvements. This is about a quantum leap. This is about reimagining what is possible for you and for the world around you. To cultivate such a vision, you must silence the noise of external expectations and societal pressures. You must dare to dream beyond what others deem realistic. Close your eyes. See the world you want to inhabit, the life you want to lead, the impact you want to make. Don't just imagine it, feel it. Feel the weight of the decisions you'll make, the joy of the triumphs, the strength forged in the challenges. Let that vision permeate your entire being, becoming the guiding star that illuminates your path. It is this unwavering vision that will give meaning to your struggles, purpose to your efforts, and direction to your every step. Without it, you are simply reacting. With it, you are creating. And what is vision without purpose? It's a beautiful mirage, an ephemeral dream that lacks the gravitational pull to ground itself in reality. Your purpose is the bedrock of your existence, the fundamental reason you rise each morning, the unwavering why that fuels your relentless pursuit of greatness. It's not a job title or a bank balance. It's the unique contribution you are here to make, the problem you are uniquely equipped to solve, the impact you are destined to leave on the tapestry of human existence. Most people chase fleeting pleasures, superficial achievements, and external validations, never pausing to ask themselves, why am I truly here? They drift from one distraction to another, mistaking activity for progress and convenience for fulfillment. But true, profound fulfillment stems from living a life aligned with your deepest purpose. When you operate from a place of purpose, your actions become infused with a power that transcends mere effort. You become unstoppable because you are no longer driven by ego or external reward, but by an unyielding commitment to something larger than yourself. Your purpose is often found at the intersection of your greatest passions, your unique talents, and the world's most pressing needs. What problems break your heart? What challenges ignite your intellect? What impact, if achieved, would make your life feel profoundly meaningful? This is not a concept to be intellectualized. It is a truth to be felt, to be discovered through deep introspection and courageous self-exploration. To uncover your purpose, you must peel back the layers of conditioning, the expectations of others, and the fears that hold you back. You must be willing to sit in silence, to listen to the whispers of your soul, to confront the uncomfortable questions about your true desires. And once you find it, once you feel that resonant echo within your being, guard it fiercely. Let it be the fire that ignites your passion, the compass that guides your decisions, and the unwavering anchor that keeps you grounded amidst the storms of life. A life without purpose is a ship adrift. A life with purpose is a powerful vessel, navigating even the most turbulent waters with an unwavering resolve. This is not about finding your comfortable niche. It's about discovering your battlefield, your calling, the arena where you are meant to fight your most meaningful battles. Now understand this. Vision and purpose are magnificent, but they remain ethereal concepts without the brutal, beautiful force of discipline. This is where most people falter. They have grand dreams, noble intentions, but they lack the unyielding commitment to consistent, rigorous action. Discipline is not punishment. It is the ultimate act of self-love. It is the conscious choice to sacrifice immediate gratification for the profound, lasting rewards of your ultimate vision. It is the bridge between aspiration and achievement. Discipline is the daily grind, the monotonous repetition, the relentless pursuit of excellence when no one is watching. It's waking up before the sun when your bed screams for another hour. It's pushing through the discomfort when your body begs for rest. It's choosing the difficult path, the challenging task, the uncomfortable truth, because you know it aligns with your higher purpose. This is not for the faint of heart. This is for those who are willing to earn their greatness, brick by painstaking brick. Look at any champion, any titan in their field. Their success is not an accident of birth or a stroke of luck. It is the direct result of relentless, unwavering discipline. They committed to the process, not just the outcome. They embraced the struggle, not just the victory. They understood that every single, seemingly insignificant act of discipline compounds over time, building an unstoppable momentum that propels them towards their destiny. The modern world preaches ease, convenience, instant gratification. It teaches you to avoid discomfort at all costs. But I tell you, discomfort is the forge where greatness is hammered into being. Embrace it. Seek it out. Because on the other side of that self-imposed challenge lies strength, resilience, and an unshakable belief in your own capacity to overcome. Your daily rituals, your non-negotiables, your commitment to the mundane tasks that propel you forward, these are the silent acts of rebellion against mediocrity. This is where you transform your intentions into tangible results. This is where you become the master of your own time, your own energy, your own destiny. Discipline is freedom. It is the freedom to build the life you truly desire, unburdened by the chains of inconsistency and regret. But even the most disciplined mind, equipped with the clearest vision and purpose, will stagnate without action. This is the crucible. This is where your dreams collide with reality. You can spend a lifetime strategizing, planning, visualizing, but until you take that first brave step, until you commit to the relentless march forward, all of it remains a magnificent fantasy. The gap between knowing and doing is the graveyard of unfulfilled potential. Action isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about starting before you feel ready, before all the answers are clear, before all the stars align. It's about accepting that failure is not the opposite of success, but a necessary stepping stone on the path to it. Every single moment of hesitation is a moment stolen from your future self. Every unattempted endeavor is a missed opportunity for growth. The world does not reward intentions, it rewards execution. Think of the weight of inaction, the silent regret that accumulates with every postponed dream, every unsaid word, every untaken risk. That weight is heavier than any burden action might impose. The fear of failure is a phantom limb, a delusion that cripples you before you even begin. True courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it, to feel the tremor in your hands, the knot in your stomach, and to move forward anyway. So, what is the single action you can take right now, this very moment, to propel yourself forward? Don't overthink it. Don't rationalize. Don't procrastinate. Just choose one small, decisive step and execute it with absolute conviction. The momentum you gain from that initial thrust will carry you to the next, and the next, building an unstoppable force that will eventually shatter every obstacle in your path. This is not about grand gestures. It's about relentless, incremental progress. It's about showing up every single day, placing one foot in front of the other, even when the path is shrouded in darkness. Because the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, but it is completed only through a relentless series of steps. This is where your strength is forged, where your character is tested, and where your destiny is truly earned. And as you embark on this relentless march, as you conquer challenges and overcome obstacles, remember the profound power of gratitude. This isn't some saccharine, superficial platitude. It is a fundamental shift in perspective that unlocks immense reservoirs of strength and resilience. Gratitude is the antidote to scarcity, the shield against cynicism, and the compass that guides you towards true abundance. It is the recognition that even in the midst of struggle, even in the face of daunting challenges, there is always something to be thankful for. Most people default to complaining, to focusing on what they lack, on what isn't working. This scarcity mindset is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It blinds you to the opportunities that surround you, saps your energy, and traps you in a perpetual cycle of dissatisfaction. But when you cultivate a radical sense of gratitude, you shift your focus from lack to abundance, from problems to possibilities. You begin to see the hidden blessings in every challenge, the lessons in every setback, the opportunities in every moment. Gratitude is not passive. It is an active practice. It's about consciously choosing to acknowledge the blessings in your life, no matter how small they may seem. It's about recognizing the privilege of simply being alive, of having the capacity to pursue your dreams, of possessing the strength to overcome adversity. When you operate from a place of gratitude, you attract more of what you appreciate. You become a magnet for positive experiences, for supportive relationships, for unforeseen opportunities. So, even when the road is rough, even when doubt whispers in your ear, pause, take a deep breath, and genuinely, truly Feel gratitude for what you have, for what you've overcome, for the very breath in your lungs. This is not about ignoring your problems. It's about approaching them from a position of strength, not weakness. It's about recognizing that you are fundamentally resourced, capable, and abundant. This simple yet profound shift in perspective will not only improve your outlook, but will fundamentally alter the trajectory of your life, infusing every action with a renewed sense of purpose and power. It is the silent acknowledgement of the gifts you already possess, which then unlocks the path to acquiring those you still desire. Yet, in this relentless pursuit of your vision, you must cultivate flexibility. The world is not static. It is a dynamic, ever-shifting landscape. Rigid adherence to a single path, an unwillingness to adapt, is a recipe for stagnation and eventual defeat. Your grand vision must be unyielding, but your methods, your strategies, your tactics, these must be as fluid as water, capable of bending and reshaping to navigate every obstacle. Life will throw curveballs. The market will shift. New technologies will emerge. Unexpected challenges will arise. If you cling stubbornly to a predetermined course, you will be broken by the force of change. The wise individual, the true master of their destiny, understands that while the ultimate destination remains fixed, the route to get there is constantly evolving. They are not afraid to pivot, to course correct, to dismantle old strategies that no longer serve their purpose. This doesn't mean abandoning your principles or sacrificing your core values. It means maintaining an open mind, a willingness to learn, and the courage to admit when a particular approach is no longer effective. It means viewing setbacks not as failures, but as invaluable feedback, data points that inform your next, more effective move. The greatest innovators, the most successful leaders, are not those who never make mistakes, but those who learn from them with breathtaking speed and adapt with unmatched agility. So, do not become emotionally attached to your methods. Be married to your vision, but be a relentless innovator when it comes to your execution. Embrace experimentation. Be willing to fail fast, learn faster, and adapt even quicker. The world rewards those who can not only dream big, but also dance with uncertainty, gracefully navigating the ever-changing currents of opportunity and challenge. Your ability to adapt is your greatest asset in a world that is constantly transforming. And when those inevitable shifts occur, when the unexpected storms roll in, your most vital asset will be your resilience. Life will knock you down. It will test your resolve. It will bring you to your knees and whisper doubts in your ear. The measure of your greatness is not in how many times you fall, but in how many times you rise. Resilience is the inner fortitude that allows you to absorb the blow, to learn the lesson, and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more determined than before. Most people crumble at the first sign of adversity. They interpret setbacks as proof of their inadequacy, as a sign to give up. They retreat into comfort, into victimhood, into the familiar chains of mediocrity. But you are not most people. You are a warrior. And a warrior does not abandon the field of battle because of a few wounds. A warrior learns from every strike, every stumble, every moment of pain. Resilience is forged in the fires of adversity. It's not something you are born with. It's something you cultivate through conscious choice and relentless practice. It's the willingness to endure the pain of growth, to face the uncomfortable truths about your own limitations, and to push through when every fiber of your being screams for you to quit. It's about developing an unbreakable spirit, a deep-seated knowing that no external circumstance can ever truly defeat you unless you allow it to. So, when the inevitable challenges arise, when the world seems to conspire against you, do not break. Bend, yes. Learn, absolutely, but do not break. Draw upon the inner reserves of strength you never knew you possessed. Remember your vision, your purpose, your unshakable belief. Let the adversity refine you, not define you. Let it harden your resolve, not shatter your spirit. Because it is in these moments of profound difficulty that your true character is revealed and your capacity for greatness is truly unleashed. The comeback is always stronger than the setback, but only if you have the grit to rise again. And the fuel for this relentless growth, this unwavering resilience, is learning. In a world that is accelerating at an unprecedented pace, stagnation is not an option. Complacency is a death sentence. The moment you believe you know everything, the moment you stop actively seeking new knowledge, new skills, new perspectives, is the moment your decline begins. Learning is not a phase. It is a lifelong commitment, a continuous quest for mastery that fuels your evolution. Most people read passively, consume mindlessly, and rarely engage in deep critical thinking. They are content with superficial understanding, with regurgitating popular opinions. But you must be a student of life, a relentless seeker of truth, an insatiable devourer of knowledge. Read books that challenge your assumptions, seek out mentors who push your boundaries, engage in conversations that expand your mind, experiment relentlessly, and learn from every outcome, whether successful or not. Your capacity to learn is your ultimate competitive advantage. It allows you to adapt to new realities, to innovate with breathtaking speed, and to transform obstacles into opportunities. It is the engine of personal growth, the wellspring of wisdom, and the key to unlocking new levels of achievement. Never settle for what you know, always hunger for what you don't. So, commit to becoming a lifelong learner. Dedicate time each day to expanding your mind, to acquiring new skills, to deepening your understanding of the world. Embrace curiosity as your guiding principle. Challenge your own biases. Question everything. Because the more you learn, the more you grow. And the more you grow, the more you become capable of manifesting your most audacious visions. Your mind is your greatest asset. Never stop investing in its expansion. The journey of self-mastery is an endless ascent, and learning is the oxygen that sustains you on the climb. And now, for the truth that underpins all of it, the raw, undeniable core of what it means to be truly alive, this is your moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when the stars align or the conditions are perfect. Your moment is now. The future belongs to those who seize it, who refuse to settle, who demand more from themselves than anyone else ever could. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for validation. Stop waiting for someone else to hand you the keys to your kingdom. You are the architect of your destiny. You are the master of your fate. The world will try to break you. It will whisper doubts, sow seeds of fear, and offer the sweet, seductive comfort of mediocrity. But you must stand firm. You must remember the fire within you, the unyielding spirit that has brought you this far. This is not just about accumulating wealth or achieving status. It's about becoming the fullest, most magnificent expression of who you were born to be. It's about living a life so audacious, so purposeful, so intensely lived that it inspires everyone who witnesses it to reach for their own untapped greatness. This journey will be hard. It will demand everything you have. There will be moments of profound doubt, of crushing defeat, of an overwhelming desire to quit. But it is in those moments, precisely in those moments, that your true character is forged. It is there, in the crucible of adversity, that you will discover reserves of strength you never knew you possessed. Do not shrink from the challenge. Do not fear the fight. Embrace it. Embrace the struggle as your greatest teacher, your fiercest motivator, your truest ally. So rise. Rise with a mindset forged in steel, an unshakable belief in your boundless capacity, a crystal clear vision that pulls you forward, and a relentless purpose that ignites your soul. Rise with the discipline of a warrior, the action of an unstoppable force, the gratitude of a grateful heart, the flexibility of a master strategist, the resilience of an unbreakable spirit, and the insatiable hunger of a lifelong learner. This is not a pep talk. This is a detonation, a call to arms for the life you were always meant to live. Now go and build your empire.